In problem number 10, Maddie has twice as many stamps as Simon. Maddie sells 60 stamps. And then Simon has twice as many stamps as Maddie. Well, how many more stamps did Maddie have than Simon in the beginning? Well, this might lend itself to the kind of diagram that we set up for some of the earlier problems. And we're ending up, let's look at the ending picture. Simon has twice as many stamps as Maddie. So this is the way it has to end up. Simon has twice as many as Maddie. But it started out with Maddie having twice as many stamps as Simon. So at the beginning it really had to look like this, where Maddie had twice as many as Simon, but then she sold some stamps. Specifically, she sold 60 stamps, and it ended up with Simon having twice as many stamps as Maddie has. So that means that those three boxes, the three green boxes, have to represent 60, in which case each box has to represent 20 stamps. So the question is, how many more stamps did Maddie have than Simon in the beginning? Well, Maddie had 80 stamps and Simon had 40. So Maddie had 40 more stamps than Simon had in the beginning. Okay, to solve this algebraically, we start off with Maddie having twice as many stamps as Simon, and so we write that M is equal to 2 times whatever Simon has. M is equal to 2s. Next, we're going to take away 60 stamps from Maddie, or sell 60 stamps from what Maddie has. And now Simon has twice as many stamps as that. So if S represents Simon's, and we took away 60 from Maddie's, 2 times Maddie's new amount is equal to Simon's amount. Or Simon has 2 times what Maddie now has after selling 60 stamps. So again, we have two variables here, and we can get rid of the M by substituting in the 2s, since that's another name for M. We're going to distribute. 2 times 2s is 4s. 2 times negative 60 is negative 120. And that equals s. I'm going to subtract s and add 120 to both sides. And I end up with 3s is equal to 120, or s is equal to 40. Once again, you can see that above. And originally, in the beginning, Maddie had twice as many as Simon. So Maddie has 80, Simon had 40. 80 minus 40 again is 40. That's how many more stamps Maddie had than Simon in the beginning.